Hey guys, so thank you so much for the opportunity to come live with you. Thank you so much for being patient with me. I had once again technical difficulties. That's getting to be like a theme that's too common, but let me tell you first what's going on. So first of all, welcome to Born Without Boundaries. This is my channel. My name is Michelle. I'm a tarot and oracle card reader. And empathic, intuitive. So that's not the same as being psychic. I'm not psychic. I don't think so. But anyway, this is what happened. I got these new decks, and as all readers know, when you get new decks, you're flipping out like on cloud nine because you want to play with them, you want to try them. Hi, you want to just you're so energized by the idea of a new deck, and you're supposed to play with them. You're supposed to form a relationship with them. You're supposed to just be like integrate them and like shuffle them and read through them and read the guidebook and get familiar with them and put your energy in them and share your energy with them. So I'm so excited about these new decks. One is Moonology Oracle cards, right? And these are perfect for me because I'm a double Cancer, actually triple, quadruple Cancer. So I'm powerfully affected by the moon, and this just makes it the perfect oracle cards for me because it connects so deeply with how I understand the world. And then I have this Work Your Light oracle deck, and it's so stunningly beautiful. If you see the colors that I choose for my brand, they're so powerful, and they just called to me, and I couldn't. Hey, Kristen. Hey. And then there's this new deck, The Secret Language of Light, which I'm a light worker and a healer. So these are a very important deck to me. They just have a lot of weight for me. So I'm reading them and I'm going through them, and I'm playing with them today to get myself more familiar. I already feel extremely connected to them. But all of a sudden I'm shuffling them, and these are the cards that pull out, and I wanted to share this message with you because it's a personal thing for me. So for me, this is like me sharing almost my personal diary with you. Out pops first, you and your loved ones are safe, because I say prayers every day that my son is safe, that everybody is going to be okay. I'm a Cancerian. I'm extremely protective and defensive of my family, but I also worry a lot. So this message to come out being my sign, this card representing my energy and almost the feminine aspects of my energy, because it's a new moon, right? A new moon is almost like an empty cup just waiting to be filled. And so this was such a beautiful message for me. And then the card that popped out right after, and this is how I knew the message was for me, was A New Romantic Cycle Begins, Libra New Moon. So now I have double new moons. So it's a message talking to me, new moon, new moon, new moon, new moon, new moon. What do we have tomorrow? We have a new moon. We have a new moon coming up, and it's a new moon in Libra. And this card pops out, and this is also significant because my ascendant sign is Libra. So both of the signs that are most influential in me have popped out, and it's reiterating the new moon. It's almost like saying, Michelle, this new moon is for you. It's for you. But I feel like it's not just, this message might help a lot of people. And let me explain why. So this is you and your loved ones are safe, Cancer new moon. And then a new romantic cycle begins, Libra new moon. These energies are the energies for me that speak to having been lonely for a very long time, having felt isolated, having felt separate, having been single, having felt that you're never going to meet somebody for a long time, to the point where it actually got natural for you and you were happy about it. But at the same time, there was an underlying, I'll never meet anybody. Where will I ever meet anybody? Will I ever find anybody? Is this ever going to happen to me? And then pops out this other card of romance and love, and definitely that message of something is popping off, something is going to happen, a new romance is going to start. So I felt this is a reading for people who have been lonely too long, people who have been in this process of feeling like I'll never find somebody. There's never going to be somebody for me. And I just sort of see 444 when I look up, which means angels are around us, and they're protecting us, and they're encouraging us, and they're guiding us. And this is in 155, more change. And so I turn then, after I get these two cards out and they blow me away, I then turn to this deck, Work Your Light Oracle deck. Work Your Light Oracle deck. And the first card that comes out is this Mintakan Oracle card. This Mintakan Oracle card is a longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. So this is a card that speaks to that sense of isolation and loneliness, that sense of I'm not like everybody else. That where is my tribe? I can't seem to find them. Where is this person that feeling disconnected, feeling isolated? And I felt like that my whole life, almost to the point where like, do I even belong on this planet? And I say that not in the sense of I actually, I know that there are Pleiadian people who believe in the Pleiadians and all of these things, channeling messages from aliens. I don't get into that. That's not my thing. But I have, not half jokingly, but metaphorically said to myself, I don't feel like I belong here. I'm not like everybody else. I see the world in a very unique and different way. And this is that sense of, and even in this card, she's a mermaid, which is strongly adjusted to or akin to the ocean, the seas, water signs, feeling like I'm in this vast space and I can't seem to find anybody that I belong to, almost like I'm a fish out of water, which is what this card is. There she is, a mermaid out of water, looking for her place, looking for not necessarily her purpose, but for her place, for where she belongs, for the people that are like her. And I was just blown away because essentially what the cards were saying is, and I don't read for myself. I have a rule where I don't read for myself, but I'm, getting myself familiarized with these new cards. I'm picking cards just because I want to infuse my energy with the cards, right? And then all of a sudden these cards come out, these messages are coming through. This message is for you. We need to talk to you. We need to speak to you. We need to say something to you. And then I get 444. The angels are protecting me. Now I just saw 717. All of these things are telling me and then 623. Happy birthday, Doug Denny. 623 is what time it is right now where I am in Connecticut. And it is my luckiest number ever. It is a number it's the day that my son was born, and it has always been my happiest day and my luckiest day. So these are all messages that are very, very personal for me, and I usually channel for everybody else. And all of a sudden, these messages are coming through loud and clear for me. Loud and clear for me. 747. It almost feels like somebody's traveling to see me, or somebody's going to travel to be with me, or there's going to be travel happening in order to let all of this pop off. Then, I kid you not, this is the next card that shuffles. I'm shuffling. This is the next card that comes out. Hands down, this is my favorite card ever. It is, as soon as I saw it, when I was first looking through the deck, as soon as I saw it, I was like, this is the most beautiful card I've ever seen. I felt immediately connected to this card. It was speaking to me, like radiating like the heaven directly at me. And this is what it says: the age of light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. Holy crap, if I wasn't knocked on my freaking ass. I was like, holy shit, you have been for lifetimes. And this explains all the loneliness. This explains all those feelings of isolation. This explains all that trying too hard in love, working too hard, giving too much. It explains all of those things because of lack of understanding of how to communicate with people, how to fit in with people, how to feel like one with somebody, and looking and searching, and then almost feeling like it's never going to happen. And then comes my favorite card out of all the new decks that I got. My absolute favorite card, the one that I feel most connected to come and say to me, you've been training for this for lifetimes. For lifetimes, you've been training for this. So this is a message to all you people who have been lonely too long, who have spent a lot of time thinking and wondering and feeling like this is not your place, you don't even belong here. The truth is, it may be true, but you're not alone here. You are absolutely not alone. And not only are you not alone, you are about to come into this beautiful and perfect union with the person who was not only designed for you, forget about that, because this was the deeper message that I wanted to share with you. Fate and free will intertwine, and they're happening at the same time, simultaneously, all the time with each other. So if you have often felt like you're searching for that person, why can't I find my person? Everybody finds their person. Why can't I find my person? Why hasn't my person come to me? Like maybe I'm just supposed to be lonely for the rest of my life. No, for me, that feeling, that experience emotionally. Hey Lillian, hey Brian, that experience emotionally is 100% to me the strongest indicator that there is one particular person for you, and they are your person. And the whole idea around it is finding each other. And there's frustration. There's frustration of, when am I going to find that person? Do they even exist? Yes, they exist. They absolutely exist. And it's not just you were born. Like you were soulmates and you were born. No, you were soulmates who were built for each other. In other words, you, and I just saw 1111. In other words, you were built for it. You had to, you yourself and your partner were an integral part of the process of adding ingredients to create the selves that you had to become to be perfect counterparts for each other. It wasn't just like you were born and you were destined for each other. No, you were born and the seeds were sown. But you had to add the water, add the nutrients to the soil. You had to clear out all the confusion so that there would be sunlight. You had to actually become the perfect person for your person. And they were doing the same thing on the other side. And this is the story of that long winding path to become who you needed to be somebody's soulmate, to be ready for them. And they were doing the same thing. And then I shuffle more from the Moonology deck and I get this: have faith in your dreams. In other words, where you belong, your soul song. I keep talking about a soul song. This is a person who sings your soul song. This is a person who knows your soul song. You'll recognize them by their vibration because they are your song. As well as aligning yourself, and we talked about this all summer, aligning yourself to that person, the person that you need to be. What I was saying is constructing who you are, aligning yourself with all those things that are important to you, what speaks to you, following your dreams, chasing your dreams, going after your dreams, putting that toe on the journey, one foot in front of the other every single day, because that's where you're going to meet your soulmate, because they're on the same path. They're on the same journey, and your journeys are leading toward each other. That's not why you got on this journey. You got on this journey to live a more authentic life. You got on this journey to be who you are out loud and live a life that you love waking up to every single day. And in doing that, you put yourself on the road to your soulmate, but you also continue to prepare to be the other side of that soulmate. In other words, part of the ingredients that you had to add to become that person that was the perfect counterpart for the other person was to put the toes on that path, was to decide to trust in your dreams and be who you are out loud. In other words, you were constantly baking a cake. That's what you were doing. And you are your own cake. You are your own product that you had to build and bake and create. And you needed to add ingredients like tenacity, like faith, like experiences, like heartbreak, like disappointment, like faith, like loneliness, like heartbreak, like daring, like courage. You had to be the one that added that built that in order to become that person that was the person for the counterpart. And they were doing the exact same thing. And then bam, what comes out? Another new moon card to confirm a new start is coming. You have literally alchemically recreated yourself and everything that you are. You have alchemically, from the very seed that you started, redesigned your DNA to become something else. And that something else was what you had the potential to become all along, but you had to do the work to bring it about. It wasn't just, oh, it's going to happen. No. You're that magical. You're that powerful. Spirit needed you and your energy to execute all of this, to actually make this a reality. It needed you. It needed you. It needed you. I was so blown away by this reading. I had to jump on and fucking talk to you because, I mean, like, I don't even think about, to be honest with you, I don't even think about not being single anymore. I'm very happy with my life. But there's this concept, there's this message of, but somewhere deep inside, you know that that's not how you're supposed to be. That's not what you're designed for. That you, and I've been feeling this coming, I've been feeling it coming in the air at night. I've been feeling it this whole past week of just this sensuality, this overwhelming sense of loveliness, of almost rose-colored glasses. I even bought myself a pair of pink glasses. So funny. Of almost like I have been prepping for this coming together of union, light beings. What did I just say? It's like two stars coming together, seeing each other almost across the universe. Oh, I love baking cakes. Yay! Oh, I wish I could have a piece. This is light beings. In other words, two soul seeds almost that were placed on here to develop and grow and become something human. Become human. It was almost like the process of becoming human, if that makes any sense. I know that sounds crazy. I know that it sounds, but it's almost like the elements of you were from someplace else. And the truth is, that's all of us, right? That's a reminder of the fact that we are from a spirit world that has nothing to do with human DNA. And then it's becoming the human that you need to be everything that you were sort of had potential to be. But the whole process of your life has been unlocking that potential and finding, it's almost like, if you're into video games in the gaming world, it's almost like discovering Easter eggs and finding potential and ways around things, or like hidden rewards or hidden bonuses, like almost hidden in the game, right? And this is that. This is, you all start out, we all, like, this is starting out with bare bones and nothing, and then taking part and actually actively interacting with this whole 3D world and finding those Easter eggs, finding those hacks, finding those little coins and things that we needed to grab in order to level up and level up and level up. And this is what it is. It's literally like cosmically starting from somewhere else, cosmically coming from somewhere else, and then becoming everything that you needed to be to become the person that they needed and expected you to be. And then they were doing the same thing on the other side, journeying from a distance. I'm telling you guys, I'm writing a book about this. I'm literally creating the book. It's called 96. It's a trilogy about twin flames and human origins. And it's a sci-fi fantasy romance. And I cannot wait to unleash it to you, but it's all about this. It's all about being something more than what you were born, but literally becoming something bigger than you could have ever imagined. Let your light shine. This is from the Lightworkers Oracle deck. So the secret language of light. And this is dawning, let your light shine. This is definitely your time to shine. Your time, my time. This is a very personal reading coming through for me. So I'm sharing this with you. If you guys can relate, I'm happy. But it's almost like this is your time. No more waiting, no more frustration. It's dawning, it's happening, it's growing, it's building. people are paying attention, they're noticing you. This is literally about coming into being, coming into your full being, your full potential as a being. Oh my goodness. I needed to share this message with you. I don't know how much longer I'm going to stay on, but it was so powerful as we are basically on the eve of the Libra new moon. I keep saying full moon, and the reason why I keep saying full moon is that because I feel like, especially for water signs, the full moon is actually going to be when that whole destiny is illuminated. It's actually going to wait until the moon is full to illuminate all of us. Right now, it's almost like that period of, and if you read the Scorpio, if you watch the Scorpio reading, it's affecting them that same way of that, why is it happening for everybody else when it's not happening for me? It is happening for you. It is so happening for you that it's huge, and it's building, and the last building blocks, the last couple of minutes of baking your cake, the last couple of minutes of baking, you just need to get through those, and it's about to pop. The timer is about to go off. This is so your time, but you have to wait, just, that's what I'm feeling, especially for water signs, that that it's actually going to be, oh, thank you so much, Wild. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. That's that feeling that I have inside of me, is that it's going to be the full moon that's really going to illuminate things and really going to expose you. It's like by the light of the moon, that's going to be your spotlight. All of those secrets, all of those hidden beliefs and truths, it's almost like you're still hidden. Like I'm still hidden. As a moon sign, I'm still hidden. And this new moon is putting all of the energy, it's gathering that energy, gathering it for that buildup to shine all that light super bright and expose all that needs to be exposed on the full moon. This is it. Let your light shine. It's almost like you're calling in your soulmate. It's what it is. Like they're going to finally see you. You're finally going to see each other. And the reason why you're going to finally see each other, twofold. One, because you finally have the eyes to see each other. You finally develop the kind of vision that it's going to take to recognize each other. Number one. And number two, you're finally going to be bold enough to let yourself be seen. You're finally going to look and feel, and more importantly, you're finally going to vibrate at the frequency that will create the light that will demonstrate to their eyes that are now perfectly formed to pick up those wavelengths, and that's how you're going to recognize each other. The point is you didn't realize that you had to form. You were still becoming. You were not born the person that was destined for them. And they were not born the person who was destined for you. Not because the potential wasn't there, but because of the fact that more had to take place to make you that person, and it had to happen in this 3D world. That's how it was designed, so that you were alchemically required to have Earth as a part of your recipe, to become what you needed to become, to be all that you needed to be those perfect partners. Now, what does this mean? This means that this is like a divine counterpart. There is destiny at play here. And what, oh my God, I smell my dinner burning below. I have to go pick it. I have to go get my dinner. I can smell it burning. Oh my God, guys. In other words, this Libra new moon is absolutely bringing your love in. Even if they're not exposed to you until the new moon, it's coming. It's coming, and I can feel it. Channeling messages that were literally plopped into my lap as soon as I pulled out these cards today. That you're literally channeling this message. It could just be for one other person. It could just be for that one other person. One other person who I don't even know yet, who I don't even see yet. It could just be for that one other person that's as crazy as me, as crazy as you, as crazy as anybody needs to be crazy in order to actually believe all this stuff. But all this stuff that is not so easily seen, all of this stuff that is not so easily understood, because it's a faith language insight. Because you're right, because I'm right. Because 444 just flashed itself across my time frame again. Once again, this is 100% correct. Channeling insight. This is a message that everybody needed to hear. This is a message that needed to be shared. It's a message that specific people needed to hear. And I knew it, and I needed to jump on and share it because it just came to me. I know this is a message for me, and I know this also is a message for somebody else out there. I absolutely know it. That hello, if anybody is searching for that partner, this was all part of a bigger process. This was all like, you would have never noticed this person a year ago. You would have never noticed this person when you were 20, when you were 15. You would have never noticed them. Why? Because they weren't the person yet. They weren't fully realized yet. And you know what's weird? I feel like at least one of you was definitely somebody that could have been recognized. Like there was definitely this feeling of maybe you'd known them for quite some time. It's not like you didn't know them at all. This may not be a total stranger to you, but they weren't the person yet. That's what I'm saying. It's not even about look. It's about what the visual means in terms of vibration. Light is just another form of vibration. Light is vibration. And you have to vibrate at a specific frequency to be recognized by each other. This is like divine counterparts, divine feminine, divine masculine, divine energy, understanding and vibrating at the correct frequency so that you can recognize each other. This is actually happening, and it's happening this weekend. It's happening with this new moon. I don't know if like magic it will happen tomorrow. All I'm saying is it's locked in. Tomorrow locks it in. So please, 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 for this Libra new moon, make sure that you write your manifestations. Make sure that you do your water ceremony, because there's nothing bigger than this new moon that's going to bring in that, especially that romantic love that you've been searching for, waiting for, and wondering if it's going to come to you. I'm telling you right now, this is your alchemy time. This is you being that magic that is absolutely casting that spell, that is making you vibrate, that making you everything that you need to be, putting in those final elements that make you all that you need to be that person that they're looking for. And I swear to God, they're doing the absolute same thing. This is at this point locked and loaded and destined. And there's no getting beyond it. Listen, I'm sharing this to you because I'm sharing this for you at the risk of looking completely insane, whatever. But I don't feel like I am. I have such confidence in this, and I'm so grateful for this message because I know it was meant for me. I know I was meant to hear this, and I know I've actually never felt such certainty in my entire life. All the synchronicities are there, all the signs and symbols are there, and I just have to let this play out. You think everyone is your soulmate? Wild. You're awesome. You know what? Maybe they are. Maybe it's because you have this higher power, this connectivity of just being able to appreciate everyone and being able to really like be so highly evolved. You can find love in many different places, and that's beautiful. Hi, Jill. How are you? So guys, I'm about to sign off in the next minute. I wanted to share this message with you. I knew somebody out there needed to hear it too. And I'm glad that I could share this with you guys. I'm going to mark this for you. Thank you so much. And I'm just going to mark this like Libra New Moon. I don't know what it is, like Libra message, but there is definitely this sense of it's finally happening. It's finally occurring. It's finally here. It's arrived. This person has arrived. You've arrived. It's all set up. It's locked in. At this point, you're strapped into the roller coaster and it's just started to take off. You're climbing up that hill. You can't turn back. And honestly, you do not want to. Believe me, believe me, believe me. Hey, Edsel. Hey, I know. I've got to go get my dinner. So guys, thank you so much for joining me for this reading. I hope that it helped you. Also, I want to announce tomorrow I'm going to do a live. Basically pick a card. You guys will ask intuitive questions, and I will just like pick any card. And I'm going to call tomorrow's session training day, because what it is whatever card I pick, I'll explain basically tarot to you. I'll explain those cards card by card. I'm not going to go through all 78, but we'll pick the cards basically by those intuitive divinations that we share. You'll ask those questions and I'll pick the cards, and then I'll go through what the meaning of the card is, the traditional meaning of the card, and then what my interpretation of it, what my spin on it is, other people's meanings. And so we'll get to know tarot along with answering specific questions. So that'll happen, I guess, sometime tomorrow, probably, hopefully earlier afternoon, maybe around 12 noon for me. So guys, I will see you then. Thank you so much for tuning in. Bye.